Hey everybody, what's up? So this is my 6th attempt, I'm not kidding, to make this video. So recently I watched here on YouTube, it is butchered, quality-wise, picture-wise. But you can kind of listen to it to get the gist of it to a degree. A documentary called Room 237. You can rent it on here, on Amazon. I know it's on a couple other places. Unfortunately, it's not on Tubi. I think if you have a Prime, you can watch it for free. So, Room 237 is a documentary about Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, which is, the King hates that. And 237 is basically these theories that people have about it. I don't want to go into a couple of them. I'm just not comfortable because they're kind of like sensitive topic type things that can cause a lot of dispute, a lot of, discussion that I don't want to get into on here. So the worst one, there's actually, it's that The Shining is about Kubrick talking about how, and admitting to, in a way, the faking the moon landing. He like, they say, oh, there's all these clues in there that we're not talking about, but basically, in a way, saying that he helped fake, and this guy's like, oh, I'm not saying we didn't land on the moon, but it was faked. And he's like, oh yeah, if you look at this backdrop, like the shot, he goes, oh, it's a backdrop and all this other stuff. I'm going, get bent, like seriously. And Adam ruins everything. They talked about this, and I agree. But there's another part of it, and don't get me wrong, if it's what you believe, hey, fine, I don't care. But there's kind of like this idea with the flat earth theory. And it goes along with this. There are a lot, and I mean a lot of people, who would have to be behind this to the point it's not funny. So clearly somebody at some point would crack and probably go, yeah, you guys are right, we faked it, or it's whatever. But nobody has. And think about over the course of time how it would happen. But ultimately, like I said, if that's what you believe, hey, that's your thing. It looks at the key to Room 237. It looks like what Danny's wearing. He's wearing this Apollo 11 sweater. They look at the carpet. It's all this different stuff. And I'm going, come on, really? Look, if you want a humorous view of it, look up the song Imagine Dragons did called On Top of the World, where they basically poke fun at it. And I don't know. It was the weirdest one of all. People like, oh, if you look, there's, all these inconsistencies. The funniest thing is there was a chair in the background at one point, and they showed a clip from the movie Hell House, which I did a review of, and the clip made no sense as regard to what was going on. What was it? Another one was he throws in, stuff about sex because he'd studied subliminal messaging. There was some company, I'd have to look it back up, that basically had, apparently it's true, pictures of people doing whatever in their liquor product and the ice cubes and that. And apparently it was true. They're saying, if you look at something in the background, it looks like a phallus, and people are going, no, don't, no. That's not the case. I'm looking and going, yeah, that's pretty much right. It's not what it looks like. There's another deal about the labyrinth. You have to watch it. You really do. And at one point, somebody goes, King didn't like it because Kubrick made it his own story. That's not what you do, because if you read The Shining versus if you watch the movie, and I saw bits and pieces of it, and I've seen the way it ends, I'm going, I can understand why King didn't like it, because it's so inconsistent, especially when you go into Dr. Sleep, which I'm still reading, kind of. Haven't gotten too far into it. How The Shining ends and how we go into Dr. Sleep and the different stuff. And if you watch The Shining, you read Dr. Sleep, you're going to be confused. One person at one point said they knew somebody who worked at, a couple people who worked for a movie theater, and they ran The Shining forwards and backwards at the same time. And they said, yeah, this stuff lines up. And, it's like, they're using like each of these scenes in the way they line up to like what's happening. I'm going, no, that doesn't sound right. It just, it's nonsense. I'm sorry. It's like none of it makes sense, you know. Um, it even goes into like one person like, oh, if you look at this poster in the background, it's about the Greek, the ancient tale about the labyrinth and the Minotaur. I'm like, what the fuck? And they look at the like, they got the plans for the hotel, and I'm like, your story doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. It just doesn't work. And so it's convoluted. It really, truly is. The two theories that I don't want to talk about. Um, One of them, they're based off of, for example, like a just like an object in the movie that started it, and they went from there. Another one is based off of a story about the hotel in the movie. I don't remember from the book, and like two things in the background going, oh my god, this is stupid. I don't want to talk about them because I don't want the type of conversation that might be had about them in the comments. I couldn't stand it. It was just bull. If it's something you want to watch, I would watch the YouTube version. Like I said, it's edited, but I wouldn't rent unless it's something you really want to watch. I've heard that the person who made it has a few other movies out there. My favorite part, sorry, this is a spoiler, but it is hilarious. Because of the audio, I think it was the same person. I think it was the person who talked about NASA, and they're faking the moon landing. They said, yeah, people watching me. I'll probably get edited after, people find out I said this. Um, it's like, dude, what the hell? You're making this assumption that so many people have made. You're talking about a theory. Like, I don't think anybody's watching. Like, yeah, I've been contacted by NASA. And I'm going, what the fuck? Like I said, it's something that so many people would have to hold in over the course of time. It's like you're not going to go to NASA and go, hey, look, you got to sign this non-disclosure. Yeah, we faked the moon landing. We were there, but we faked it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't buy into it. Like I said, if it's something you believe, hey, more power to you. You have the right to, but I don't. And especially like Kubrick. And they discuss that in the movie, why they think it was him that, made it. Um, Overall, it's a weird watch. It doesn't. It just doesn't work. It really doesn't. How I found about this is I forgot about it. I kind of caught a bit of it like years ago. um, Trying not to cough and sneeze at the same time. Uh, can't edit this. Um, like I said, seventh time making it, and I had forgotten about it. And I'm reading this cool book called The Science of Stephen King, and they do actually mention it in the book. I'm like, wait, this sounds familiar. Pulled it up. I'm like, all right, this isn't the version I saw, but whatever. Um, and it does cut out like the beginning as well, like a few minutes cut out as well. They do show like clips from 2021, Space Odyssey. What else? Eyes Wide. What is it? Not Eyes Wide Shut. I think it was Eyes Wide Shut. Um, Hell House, that has nothing to do with Kubrick, so I don't know why. A few of other movies I show, like, I don't know, but it's just, it's a mess. It really truly is. And how people come to these conclusions, I would love to know. I really would. because you can't, in my opinion, bait like their stuff, that they show, and some of the theories are just crackpot. I'm sorry, they are. Um, there's another scene, but I can't remember what it is now. Do I recommend the book? Yeah, of course I would. Do I recommend the movie because I haven't seen all of it? And like I said, I have it on Blu-ray somewhere. I don't know. I don't think I probably would because it, not because I haven't seen it, but because if King hated it, it's like if it's that bad of an adaptation, I probably won't watch it. I read Children of the Corn, never saw any of the movies. But like I said, if you want to watch it, go for it. Watch the free version, like I said here on YouTube, or if you have Amazon Prime, watch it for free on there. Let me know what you think of it. If you do, I really love to hear other people's opinions. Just don't. If you do and you realize the two theories that I don't want to talk about, please don't mention them here because it's going to start conversations I don't want. That's it, everybody. I'll talk to y'all later. Take care. Bye.